Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play. I don't actually have enough freaking speed spheres to take advantage of all my sphere levels. That's because I had been giving speed spheres to Anima to improve its agility. It's now at 88. It had been the lowest of my, I think it had been the lowest of my Aeons. Now it's higher than a couple of guys, still lower than some. But my recollection was that their agility scores for the Aeons are way lower than for humans, but he's now faster than, she is now faster than Orin and Kumari and Lulu. So, yay. But, that was sucking up all my speed spheres, so that's going to be a problem. I'm going to have to fight a bunch of generic monsters and just use speed distill on them, which is kind of annoying, because it'll take forever to get them back, but that's what I gotta do. In the meantime, I'm thinking, if I'm just, you know, for LP purposes, if I just get sick of it, which I probably will, the way to go is to boost the Magus Sisters, because I've already established that without any kind of special boosting on my part, they were able to defeat Don Tonberry, so maybe they'll be good against the Dark Aeons. Especially fun, because when you fight the Dark Magus Sisters, you can, if you're really slick, fight them one at a time instead of all together. I'll show you that much later. But, so we can have the good Magus Sisters, like, do a triple team beatdown on one of the Dark Magus Sisters in order to avoid the Dark Magus Sisters ever getting together and forming, you know, one team that could kick my ass. So, I got the Cloudy Mirror, and now that is, like, the first big step towards getting the ultimate weapons. And you can't get the Cloudy Mirror till you get to Remium Temple, and you can't get to Remium Temple till you've defeated Yunalesca. So this is pretty much the earliest point in the game where we can really start doing very much about these ultimate weapons. So, the first step is to go to Macalania Woods.
All those teachings, what were they for?
Keep you from getting preggers before you're old enough.
I say let's get this show on the road!
Yeah, boy! Sorry. You don't think that sounded kind of stupid, do you? Nah. Alright. So we're gonna go to Lake Macalania. Macalania is an irritating place to get to. You can't start at the entrance that I want to start at, really. Macalania Woods is... Yeah, like, you can't start at the beginning of Macalania. I found out while playing around off screen, you can't go to the High Bridge and then go straight to Macalania Woods, like it seems like you should be able to from the way the map worked, because you can't actually exit the High Bridge screen and go into the path that's supposed to take you into Bevel. It's weird. So the closest place you can actually get to Macalania, the Woods entrance, is Thunder Plains, which I do not want to deal with. So Lake Macalania, the far end of Macalania is actually the closest we can get.
Here we go!
So this is just like, you know, once you get used to the inconvenience of the airship, you start picking up on the places that are still inconvenient to get to, and this is one of them. However, I believe Yuna has... No, she got the Phoenix Ring. Let's get the Peaceful Ring on her so we don't encounter enemies. Oh, well, there's people I could be talking to in here. You guys are anxious to find out how the story is evolving. I picked up some kind of chest over here. Forget what was in it. Couldn't get it before because Klosko was in the way. Might have been a long time ago I could have gotten it. Outside, I felt the white sand with my hand, and it became most cold. And then there's this thing. Could this be the Could this be the snuff? It's my first time seeing it. He sure is weak to the cold. He just sits there and misses all there is to see. I was playing at sliding on the ice. I almost fell into a big hole. Yeah, I'm still missing like 2 of the Al-Bhed translation books. I'll check where they are later. I left the airship on Elder Sid's orders. I wished to be with my family, but now I am here against my will. I had hoped to help Master Min at his shop, but because I can only speak Al-Bhed, he would not hire me. I now learn your language from that kindly shopkeeper. Now we must all employ 2 tongues. Ooh. Master Rin and Riku both use 2 tongues. Sexy. I too can fight, yet I am treated like an infant. See, I thought she was talking before, but it wasn't her. Alright, whatever. That's enough from you guys. I do need to find those other Al Bhed primers, because you get, like... The reward system in this game is weird. Like, I got the Cloudy Mirror for winning a Chocobo race. You capture enough fiends, that guy tends to give you, like, 99 quantity of some item, or 60 quantity of some item, not just, like, one reward. Oh, this is, I need to be careful here, or I will initiate a minigame that I was going to show you later. But, yeah, I think if you get all of the Al Bhed primers, Rin gives you, like, 99 quantity of some item you need for smithing, and it just kind of doesn't make sense. It's like, why would you just give me 99 of them, Rin? Why not 100? Well, he doesn't give you 100 because the inventory system doesn't work that way. It's like, alright, why not 1? Why not a dozen? Why 99? Hey, Yuna, remember the time we fucked here? Remember the time we made love? Sorry, folks. Remember the time we got busy? It's like, are you sure we weren't just making out? I don't really know. I'm not sure. Maybe you just got to second base. I really don't know exactly what was happening in that sequence. Maybe he just got to second base with his magical eyeball girlfriend. Or maybe they got busy all the way. Perhaps Yuna needs to be on a stick to see if she's pregnant. Yeah, that was pretty awful, JG. You need to stop. Okay, so I know it has something to do with being here. Let me check the old back. Alright, the debug. I need to talk to the mother and son of the entrance of Maclania Woods. Alright, let's talk to the mother and son of the entrance of Maclania Woods. I'm supposed to be my husband here, but he hasn't shown up for the longest time. Whoa. For the longest time. Whoa. And then you come over here. Oh, you know what? The Calmlands would have been the fastest way to get here. See, this is Bevel, but you can't go in through here. Even now. The road to Bevel is closed. I mean, what the hell? Like, you will never, ever be allowed to go through there. There are so many weird-ones passing by later. Did something happen at the temple? Are you a recruitable Blitzball player? No. You're a palette swap with somebody who is, though. I'm gonna come over here and... Hey, I'm Joanna the Beset Horax. You're a Blitzball player. There's something I must tell you. I'd like to apologize on behalf of the Guado. We're responsible for the fiends that attacked the stadium after the game. Oh, okay. We're sorry for the disturbance and disrupting such a wonderful game. Please accept our apologies. Get an item? It was Mr. Seymour's plan to release the fiends in Lucas Stadium. He thought he could win the trust of the people by defeating the fiends with his hand. I heard that his plan was to marry the highest of his daughter was solely to gain the support of the people of Yevon. There seems to have been other reasons as well, but now we will never know. Far too late to start shifting the blame. Yep. That child's brother was Mr. Seymour's subordinate. He died while invading the Al Bhed hideout searching for the lost summoners. He was never sent. I fear now he wanders the fiend. The power of the Guado is greatly deteriorated. I keep expecting it's almost over and then like not reading all. They merely await the inevitable now. That is why I brought that child and moved away from Gorasalam. Perhaps we will find peace in some faraway land. I still haven't told that child the truth about the Guado. But as when he grows older and can accept the reality of the situation, only then will I reveal the truth. And no item. I keep thinking this kid seems like he's being set up to do something in the sequel, but he doesn't show up as far as I remember. Gorasalam's no fun these days. Everything is so sad there. I'm going on a journey with my grandma there. We're going to rest here until grandma dies and we feels better. I'm supposed to meet my family here, but they're nowhere in sight. They were waiting over there. What? Really? Thanks, kid. I'm tired now, but it was nice of you to help those people out, so I'm going to give you a super item. 99 quantity of dark matter. That would be pretty sweet. Dark matter, 99 quantity dark matter will give you a ribbon. Dark matters are extremely difficult to obtain. And you would need like about 700 to give everyone ribbon, which can only happen in Final Fantasy International version anyway. So I'm pretty much reconciled to the fact that I'm not going to be getting ribbon, which will make certain bosses much more difficult, but hey. The Marlboro-themed super boss will be a pain in the ass, but whatever. I might not be able to use my items with Auto Haste and Auto Phoenix on him. I'll have to save the slots for, like, Break, Stone Proof and Confuse Proof and Berserk Proof. Luckily, I think that boss doesn't do as much damage as some of the other super bosses, because if it did, and you've only got 4 slots and you've got to use them all on status immunities, you'd be totally screwed. Okay, so now I guess I gotta go back over to them and see what they say now. I finally met up with my husband. Thanks for your help. I can't thank you enough. Thanks for the help, big man. How's you doing, my wife? You know my wife, thanks to you. But now my boy's missing. He went to the woods alone. Okay. Now we have to head up according to the fact. The fact, by the way, was written by Christine Bomke, which may actually be a female. What do you know? Christine Bomke has a legal disclaimer and note to webmasters at the beginning, which, frankly, is a little obnoxious, like, threatening to come after you and, like, I will break you if you use this guide without permission. I will destroy you. Enemies everywhere. I will destroy you. And, saying that if you used her guide on your website and you don't upgrade to the newest version, every time she puts out a new version, she's going to come after you and break you and destroy you and stuff. But it does seem to be a pretty thorough guide, so now that I'm done complaining about the tone, where it's just like, I will destroy anyone who misuses this guide, I will rule Sector 5. Now I'm going to continue to use the guide, and big ups to this person for writing a very good guide. It feels like there's something around here, doesn't there? Yes, there's definitely something around here. I wonder what it could be. Use the cloudy mirror? Yes. See, why would you do this? Why would you hold up the cloudy mirror? I mean, the game prompts you. It's not like you need to figure this out yourself, but obtain Celestial Mirror. You found my dad. Thanks a bunch. Hey, we're now climbing around in sparkly, crazy rainbow roadland tour. Yeah! Action pose. So what does this thing actually do? Nothing. Okay. With Celestial Mirror, you can now open chests and detonate the mandalas, protecting your ultimate weapons. Detonate mandalas. Okay. Unsealing the ultimate weapons. You'll notice that your ultimate weapons aren't all they're cracked up to be. In fact, you can't remodel them, and they prevent you from gaining AP. Their powers are sealed. Each weapon has 2 power-up. Okay. Titus's we're going to ignore for right now. Let's go for Yuna's Nirvana. Okay. Okay, so all the chests that we couldn't open, or presumably most of the chests we couldn't open, contained ultimate weapons. And Yuna's Nirvana weapon is located in this... I'm already pretty close to the Calm Lands, but I still think this will save us a little bit of time if we teleport in the Calm Lands. Her ultimate weapon, we're not going to bother with Titus's yet, because it's going to involve that god-awful Chocobo minigame.
The final showdown.
But Yuna's, I believe we can get now. I think we've got all the requirements. The weapon itself is at the monster arena. It's that chest that we can't open.
Here we go.
We got her moon, sigil, moon, crest, whatever it was. One of them or the other, I can't remember which, by defeating all of Belgamine's Aeons, which was pretty easy, actually. Even though I got Anima killed against the Magus Sisters. Oh! No, never mind. For a minute I was thinking I hadn't defeated all the But I did on this on this save state where I'm leveled up. I did defeat all of Belgamine's Aeons and sent her. I just wanted to show you on camera with a slightly less powered up save. So we got that, and much earlier in the game we picked up them either. I don't remember which is which, the Sigil or the Crest. We got one of them swimming around at the Besaid Beach at the beginning of the game. It was just a treasure chest that you wouldn't normally find. So we've actually already got several of the items that are required. Key items. We've got Sun Crest, Moon Crest, Saturn Crest, Saturn Sigil, Moon Sigil, Mercury Sigil. These are things in Venus Crest. These are things we just picked up wandering around in treasure chests. We didn't actually have any use for them when we first found them, but this is where they come into play. I've already got the 2 items for the moon. On behalf of the moon, I will now punish you. The Celestial Mirror. The Celestial Mirror seems to react. Use the Celestial Mirror? Yes. And Yuna pops out like, what you doing? Very interesting, but stupid. She's like, really? You got me a present? Yes, I got you Nirvana. But as you'll see, Nirvana, no AP. It sucks right now. I'll just go get a damn chocobo to ride out of here. Because getting to Macalania Woods is actually more inconvenient than anything else, ever. Except possibly winning the cult. Oh, come on, you're not up here? You're not hanging around up here where I can get a chocobo from you? Come on, lady, I need you to be hanging around up here where I can get a chocobo from you. Okay, maybe I should have just walked. I'm going to... Entering from this screen should mean that she pops up here. Yeah. That person shows up over there, it means that she's over here. I trained some chocobos. I wanna get on my chocobo and ride. I wanna get on my chocobo and ride. With you by my side. I don't even know if those are the words. Whatever. Don't tell me you can't hop across that. Boom, boom, boom. Big open fields in Final Fantasy games, be suspicious. It's probably going to be a fucking chocobo minigame eventually. There is no chocobo racing game that you have to do in Final Fantasy X2, thank God, although the Comland still manages to be a center for annoying, stupid minigames. It's like, why doesn't somebody freaking buy this place up and build some shopping or something here? And, I don't know why I'm spoiling something for Final Fantasy X2, which I plan to LP eventually, but Bavel, the largest city in Spira, you still don't get to fucking walk around and see what the city is like. I mean, obviously they want to imply that there's this big city there, and they don't want to actually design the map for it, but... Okay, so I believe to activate Nirvana... And I'm trying to think of some wacky Kurt Cobain joke, and nothing's coming to mind. If we'd really like to smell like Teen Spirit... No, we need to come up here with all the relevant items. And, have you the celestial weapons? Who will present their weapon? Yuna. You must offer the moon crest. Yes. Here's the moon crest. The weapon's power has grown. Present other weapons? Yes. I didn't get to do... You must offer the moon sigil. Yes. Why didn't she just do this the first time? Now she's got her hands behind her back. She's like, I'm not as impressed by this as I was. I was really blown away by the mystical magical power before, now it's all that. The weapon attains its maximum power. So Yuna now has her ultimate weapon. Instead of Wonder Wand, magic plus 10% overdrive to AP, which isn't bad. Although overdrive to AP is no good against bosses. If you're trying to defeat them, it's only good for leveling. Now she's got Nirvana. Break damage limit, triple overdrive, double AP, 1 MP cost. Now if it were up to me, you can't tweak these, you can't change them, you can't remove any of these status abilities, rather. I would take out probably double AP and give it something like Magic Booster or something in order to, or maybe even like Death Touch or something, just to make it something like double AP is nice for leveling purposes, but it's as far as fighting the super bosses, you don't care. Unless you're fighting Super Boss Don Tonberry, or even the Super Cactuar boss, which is, there's a version of the AP trick for it too. And your whole purpose behind what you're doing is to gain AP, it's a leveling thing. If you're actually fighting them because you've never beaten them and you want to defeat each one, that whole AP thing doesn't do you much good. But still, pretty freaking cool. Yuna now has her ultimate weapon, Nirvana. So, what's next? Wakka, World Champion. Yeah, we're skipping Titus for now. After, okay, weapon location. After you can control the airship, the bartender in Luca Cafe will give this to you if you've won at least 5 Blitzball games. How in the world would you know that? This is another one of those things. It's like they want you. It's like they're requiring you to buy the frickin' Brady guide. There's no way you would know this.
The final showdown with
Yuna, by the way, not that I bothered to talk to her, she has nothing new to say based on the fact that she has this weapon. She will continue to say, all these teachings, what were they for? She's not going to suddenly be like, oh shit, boy, I got Nirvana, monster's a spirit, you're going to get fucked up now. So yeah, you have to go talk to the bartender. Bartender's down here somewhere, I guess. Wakka's is, depending on who you ask, either the easiest or the most difficult. Certainly the most frustrating. If you only play Blitzball to obtain Wakka's ultimate weapon and you don't really have any interest in any of the other rewards of Blitzball, like mind-bending tedium, then it's a pain in the ass. But yeah, we got Wakka's stuff through the Blitzball minigame, didn't we? Jupiter stuff. I don't seem to have any Jupiter stuff, but I remembered that I actually won the Blitzball minigame enough times, so what the fuck is going on here? Is there some kind of glitch? Should I be worried? Am I not going to be able to get Wakka's his ultimate weapon? Am I going to have to play more Blitzball? Oh, that is not good, folks. Hey there, star player. Yeah, you have it, right? Let me see it for a second. The Celestial Mirror? Yes. Wakka wanders in. Amazing, I can say that I'm honored to hand over the family heirloom. And Wakka starts thrusting as we obtain World Champion. Alright, sisters, receive this artifact from Lord High Summoner All Holland. Please use it with care. Handle me with care. Okay, now we can go to the Lucas Stadium locker room. I thought I'd already picked all this stuff up, and now I'm a little nervous that I've broken the game and will not be able to get World Champion. I need World Champion. Wakka's my most powered up guy. I need him to have his ultimate weapon, because he's the one who's going to do... He's going to be the meat and potatoes of my team to defeat, like, the Dark Aeons and stuff. If I can't use Wakka, I'm going to be kind of pissed, because it'll be very difficult to... Auron could do as much damage as Wakka, potentially, but it'd be very difficult for Auron to ever get to the point where he has as high an accuracy rating as Wakka and can hit the super bosses who have, like, insane, over-the-top evade stats. Anyway, don't panic yet, JG. Let's see what's going on here. Aurochs have been standing around here for, like, the entire game. I obtained Mercury Crest. Okay, this guide says it's Jupiter, and that's what I remembered. So maybe they changed it in the international version, but I've now got all the Mercury stuff. So, let's see.
the final show.
Yeah. I'm anxious to get this one sorted out, because now I was a little bit nervous that maybe I don't have it. I mean, somebody else is supposed to have the Mercury stuff, so maybe the names got switched somehow in the international version. But I was sure that I won a Mercury something, a Mercury Sable perhaps, a Mercury Mystique. I won a Sailor Mercury. Thanks, Sailor Mercury. Good job. Oh, that's right. I have to be careful here, because this is where you trigger the mini game. You need to get one of Kamari's items, and I really don't want to mess with that right now. I'll probably have an entire video at least of wandering around doing the butterfly mini game that I didn't do the first time I came through this area, even though I could have gotten items for it. You have to come back and do the butterfly mini game again at this point in the game to get Kamari's ultimate weapon unlocked. But I couldn't be bothered to do it the first time, but I should still be able to get his ultimate weapon stuff now. If not, I'll be very pissed at myself for having been too lazy to play with the butterfly minigame before. For the butterfly minigame, people do find it frustrating. I don't find it anywhere near as difficult as Titus's Chocobo racing minigame, where you have to get, like, a time of 0 or less than 0. Less than 0 is an anti-hero. Here comes the niblick of the math game. You look you right in the eye. Sorry, I was watching on YouTube. I got on a Square One kick, and I actually managed to watch a few short clips from Square One TV, which you may remember if you're old. Educational program from back in the day, which is the reason why I'm better at math than all my young viewers. That's stupid, I'm sorry. Although I was listening to my own video today, Starflight video, and I was like, I didn't know who the fuck, I was trying to say to Pythagoras, oh yeah, he was like the first doctor, which, that was like Hippocrates. And he wasn't even the first doctor, he was just a famous doctor. Pythagoras, of course, came up with the Pythagorean theorem, but I totally wasn't thinking about that at all, so I'm sure people will comment on my video, JJ, you're stupid. So I have that to look forward to. Or maybe I'll find out that none of my viewers know who Pythagoras is either. Have you celestial weapons? Wakka. Mercury crest. Okay, it does want Mercury stuff for him, not Jupiter. He's like, what's going on, Halls? Yay! The weapon's power is growing. Now it's glowing with power. It's still like a bladed Blitzball, which is kind of silly. I want to see, what status is it at now? Because it would have started out, no AP. Now it's no AP double overdrive. It's still kind of crap. You need to get both items before these things are useful. The no AP thing really doesn't bother me that much. It's the break damage limit is the big thing that you want. It's like if you could get break damage limit but still no AP for the Calderborg with Titus without going through the fucking Chocobo minigame, that would be I'd be fine with that. That would be good enough. Weapon obtains maximum power. Now, we've got Yuna with Nirvana, break damage limit, triple overdrive, double AP, 1 MP cost. Wakka's world champion, break damage limit, triple overtime, double AP, evade encounter. Excellent. Evade encounter, way more useful for Wakka than 1 MP cost would be. 1 MP cost is a perfectly good skill, don't get me wrong. And once everyone's gone through the entire sphere grid, Yuna will be doing crazy physical damage too, so really, I don't know, it's, in terms of how I'm used to playing them, it makes way more sense for Wakka to have evade encounter. So this is going pretty well. I am going to save my game here. This will actually, even if I don't get all the ultimate weapons now, this will seriously increase, or decrease how long it takes to beat Don Tonberry. Nothing else. Lulu's Onion Knight. Here's one I'm going to have to earn off-screen, but I will show you the process that's involved. The weapon location is in a sealed chest in the pool at Baj Temple. Okay, I think I remember there having been a chest we couldn't open there. This will not appear until you defeated Geo Sango, and is invisible until you literally run on top of it. Okay, never mind, maybe I haven't seen it.
The final show.
The final show. So it's another one of those where, yeah, odds are you're going to need the, odds are you are going to need the back or the Brady Games guide to find this thing. Certainly there is no way... I'm going to get in a moment to what you have to do to earn the crest and sigils. There is no way you would know what it is you have to do to get these. The only one I can think of that you could stumble across by yourself while playing the game, Kamari's you would figure out. Titus's, I can't imagine anyone would bother to get a time of less than 0 if they didn't know there was a good prize for it, because it's such a pain in the ass. Riku, the quest that you have to do to get the special bonus items is actually... You don't have any idea what you're going to get for doing it, but I think it's pretty apparent to me that something cool will happen if you you deal with... It's in the desert. We'll see it later. That one to me is like, oh yeah, something neat's going to happen when you deal with this, because there's a section of the map you can't get to, but it's apparent that you should be able to get there. And so where is this thing hidden away at? Is it over here where Geo Shangyo dude was at? Dive deep and keep hitting the X button to search for the chest. It's not really giving me a hint on where it is. The opposite side of the pool from the doorway to this... Okay, so it's over here someplace. Seriously, how the hell are you supposed to find this thing if you're just playing the game normally and you don't have the Brady game guide? Was it even Brady that did it for this game? Am I, like, funneling my hate towards them unfairly? Only Brady Games guide I ever bought. When I first bought Final Fantasy, was it 13? Is that the PS2 one that has Lightning as the main character? Yeah, I bought that. Without even playing the game, I bought the Brady Games guide because I thought, you know, it looked... Artwork looked nice. Here we go. This must be it. Yeah. Artwork looked nice, so I picked it up, and the game itself just didn't do much for me. Might LP it eventually. Obtained Onion Knight. Alrighty. Venus Crest location. In a treasure chest that appears during your second visit to the far plane. I think I've already got that. Venus Crest, yeah. Venus Sigil location. Dodge the lightning at Thunder Plains 200 consecutive times by pressing X. And examine the treasure chest out front. Do not save in between dodges, leave the screen, or even blink, because this will reset the counter. Just kidding about the last one. Also, don't just sit there and hammer X or use a turbo controller, because the game senses you're trying to cheat and will zap you with lightning just to annoy you. I remember that I did this before. I don't remember that you couldn't save between attempts, because I don't remember that you had to do it 200 consecutive times either, because I don't remember being like freaked out or pressured to do it correctly. Obviously, I'm playing on an emulator, so we can use save states, but that was not an option when I did this before. So I don't know. I don't know. Let's quick go to the, I do remember that I had no encounters item equipped. Otherwise, this is like take frickin' ever.
Here we go.
You press the X button to dodge, and that was one thing that I remember not being sure about when we were visiting the Thunder Plains before. What button do you have to press to actually dodge this stuff? Okay. So let's get going on this. Not a good start, JG. X button, right? Come on. Come on, lightning. Flashing back to Jack and whatever the hell happened where he got hit by lightning and everyone thought it was hilarious for some reason. Do I have to move around periodically to... I just want to dodge one successfully and then I'm going to call it a freaking video and do this off screen. I can't believe I can't even dodge one. Is it the X button? There's like a Quacktar ghost floating around. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. Over on the right of the screen there. I cannot dodge these. What's going on? Okay, I'm going to try square. Square didn't seem to help. Circle? This is not going well. Circle works. Circle jerks. Okay, it's gonna be circle, but it's also gonna be in the next video that we actually, well, I mean, I'll off-screen it, I'll figure it out, but I think I'll record some more working on other people's stuffs first. So, not necessarily when we come back, but certainly at some point at the beginning of the video when I have done it off-screen, I am going to have to dodge 200 lightning bolts in a row. I will probably accomplish this by save-stating a lot and watching Mystery Science Theater. The things I do for my fans. Anyway, folks, that's going to be it for this video. When we come back, we are going to work on Kimahri's Spirit Lance, Auron's Masamune, and Riku's God Hand. Riku's God Hand might actually be fun to watch. The minigame there involves going around and exploring and finding stuff. I don't really remember what you have to do for Auron's. I don't... Let's see... Oh, it's unlocking... It's unlocking stuff for the Monster Arena, so I might have already met the prerequisites. Well, we'll come to that in the next video. And Kimahri's has got its silly butterfly minigame. So when we come back, folks, we'll deal with all that. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then. Bye-bye.